Alex Car Doctor, welcome back to another one of my videos, a day in the life series. Vacation time is over. I went to beautiful 80 degrees, sunburning, tropical weather. Back to seeing my breath, guys. Gotta warm up, good people. It's cold out here. I'm about to go out here and wash up the engine for the customer. Installing a used engine. It's like this engine been sitting up a while. So what I'm gonna do is clean it up. The most important thing when doing any engine or any type of work, good people, is to clean. Because me personally, I like to see my customers back for a checkup. And let's just say, for example, I left all this gunk on here. Customer come back for a checkup. I'm like, is it leaking or not leaking? I'll be confused. Versus if I clean it all up, make it look all new, I'm able to catch leaks. If I'm able to catch leaks, I'm able to save this gentleman's engine because he don't know. Think he got a new engine, it's fine.
Yeah, most customers don't understand the used engine concept.
Yeah, but so this, we don't know the history of this engine. So it's always important to clean everything up, make sure it's cleaned up. Most of the time, it will come cleaned up, but some junk yards, they'll just give it to you as is. So that's what we about to do now. Now, when you're pressure washing or washing any type of engine, you want to stay away from some key points, like your alternator. I wasn't simply just sitting there blasting water at the alternator. Certain type of engines, like 4 cylinders, they have the spark plugs up top and they go down in a spark plug well. You don't want to focus water right there because what'll happen is, this engine is not like that, but I'm just throwing it out there. What'll happen is water will seep down in the spark plug wells and you will have a misfire. Other key points is stay away from the intake ducting because you may have a hole in your intake that you don't know about. It's this rubber tube that travels into the car that's from the air filter. So you want to stay away from things like that. Anything I'm missing, Raphael? What you normally stay away from when you pressure washing?
Vacuum lines?
Huh?
Vacuum lines?
Yeah, vacuum lines is another one important one because on certain vehicles, sometimes that stuff will be brittle, or it could have a hole in it that you not know about, and you sitting there blasting it with a high pressure washer, you can destroy the vacuum lines. So that's another good one. Thank you. So now what I'm gonna do is just take my air nozzle and just blow it off real good, because I don't want water. Come over here. I don't want water sitting in these connectors like that. That can cause corrosion over time. So I'm gonna blow that off, blow all my connectors off, just blow it down real good with compressed air, and it'll be ready to be installed. Check it out, guys. I'm very happy with the outcome. I can really see everything now with all the grime and varnish washed away. Let me show you what this thing is going in and kind of explain the problem that he was having with it. This patient is a 08 Pontiac Grand Prix. Very nice looking one. I normally see these dogged out and ragged out. The patient owner's complaint was it was kept having cooling issues, stuff popping. He was taking it to different shops. They trying to sell him this, trying to sell him that. I think he put a lot of money into it, trying to hunt
It's the
down.
original?
Yep, this is the original engine. I think he put, just all I know, people was telling him different things. And I think he seen one of my videos. He was like, I know exactly what to come to. And he came to me, and the first thing I noticed, the system had a lot of pressure on it. Like, this is odd. I knew exactly what test to run. So I performed a block test on it, and it had a blown head gasket. Head gaskets will not always show they bled, meaning most people think, oh, blown head gasket, it must have white smoke and coolant, the coolant mixing in the oil. Not all the time. You can have a blown head gasket and you won't have any of those symptoms. You'll just be consuming coolant, and that's what he was doing. His engine was consuming coolant.
Real quick, when you say he found you on YouTube and da da da, I'm gonna put our address right here because I'm trying to do better about doing that. Because a lot of people say, well, we don't know where you are. So we're here in Morrow, Georgia. The complete address is on the screen right now.
Check it out, guys.
All right, come on. If you're in Atlanta now, look, don't be trying to ship your car here.
We'll take it though.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll discuss it. Round table.
Now, most of people may be saying, oh, why don't you just do a head gasket job? Because I wrap my business around fast and in and out stuff. He would get a better warranty if he just replaced the whole engine with a lot lower mile engine. Yes, I could put a head gasket on it and it'll be just fine. But I'm steering away from head
Wouldn't
jobs.
you want to drop it off at the head shop?
Yeah,
We have
that too.
Problems with third-party vendors. We have to rely on them to do their job right. They don't do it right.
I'm trying to keep third-party people out, just like my wife said. I forgot about that. That's another reason.
That's why I got you.
I'm forgetting. The head shop guy may be having a bad Monday, and my heads are just fortunate enough to be in his hands while he's having a bad day. And there I go, have a bad head job, and now I got to explain to the customer why I got to do the job over again, potentially costing the customer a lot more money. Versus an engine, we get the customer a great warranty. Normally, what's the warranty on this?
On the engine?
And it is expensive.
This is a 90-day. It's used, so it's a 90-day labor.
No, the one out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Scratch that. This is the old one. 90-day parts and
and
labor.
Yeah. So very good warranty. In and out, much quicker than a head job. So I had to kind of throw that in because I don't take head jobs no more because so much can go wrong. I've opened up stuff that the block be rusted. It's just too much. Too much. So it's better this way for my business, what I'm trying to do. Another car shield for the win, good people. This particular Impala had a short internally inside the fuel pump. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. But the symptoms that it was given, sometime it'll start, sometime it won't. Go back there and bang the tank, it fires right up and continues to run. Now the fuel pump is actually good. It was reading well and enough pressure, 60 PSI, which is a very healthy pump. And the customer was kind of getting irritated because it wasn't acting up. Every time they drop it off, it'll crank up, and I let it run for hours. And just one day when I was about to give up, I put it on the lift. I was like, let me just check everything. It didn't start up. Tapped on the tank, continued to run from there. So my wife, I told him, I finally saw it because I'm not gonna lie to no one. I have to see it for myself.
Integrity, everything.
Yeah, integrity is everything. Yeah, you can go to other shops and they can say this and you can say that what you think it is all day, but if I don't see it, I can't sell it. So here's the fuel pump that came out of the vehicle. And I was expecting to see some burnt up wires, but it wasn't. What happened was it was a defect. I guess when this thing was assembled, you see it's like an insulator seal. It's poking out. And what that did was over time, yeah, you can see it's all kind of pushed out of place. It was pushed up like that. And over time, well, that created a bad connection with these power terminals to the fuel pump because this hooked straight into the fuel pump. So this was kind of lifting up. And as you can see, this is the music that started back playing. Don't want no copyright issues. We got a ghost in the shop. No one was over there. They just started back playing. Okay, back to it. As you can see, on the power wires, one is yellow, but when it comes up here, it started getting kind of brown. If I wipe it away, you can see it's starting to turn back yellow again. This wire was creating a lot of heat and something went wrong up in here. Anytime you have a bad connection, it causes high resistance. High resistance causes heat, you lose your connection, thus losing power to the fuel pump temporarily. So yeah, we swapped it out for a new unit and we're gonna put the tank back up in there and it should be good to go. Happy customer. Ready to read? Yep. Oh, sure, I wasn't ready. Tariq just finished this thing up. He's been with me about 4 years, right, sweetie?
Yeah. Shout out to Tariq over there.
He the man at what he do. He learned from, I guess, the best.
You know it. You know it. You know it.
So what we're gonna do now is prime the system because we just put the pump in. I just got finished looking over everything, because that's what I do as a doctor. Gotta check over everything. That's what doctors do, don't they?
Right. That's all right.
Well, that's what I do in my shop. I try to look over everything before.
I think you're transitioning more into a shop foreman than my top tech.
Yeah, I'm all
there.
over the place.
Isn't there?
So let's see what she does. She was running before, so it ain't gonna be no surprise. It's gonna crank up and it's gonna run. So we're about to see. It should be good. No one fire it up. Purrs like a kitten. That's what I like to see. So this is another one out the door. Customer's gonna be very happy. Like I said, she was she went through it because the car was just acting right.
Fix what ain't
yeah,
broke.
because I explained that to her. I was like, look, I'm honest. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. That goes for other businesses, and that goes for you. Just sorry, you know. I just have to wait till it act up, and it did. So good on that part. Patient, good people. I'm thinking about something. This is really like a doctor's office because I go to patient to patient to patient. Of course, vehicles, of course. This next patient came in for she has her own code reader. I think she listened to me or she got a code reader. I always tell my customers, get a code reader so you can understand what's going on with your car. So she brought it in and she told me the symptoms were it would start skipping and shaking and the check engine light started flashing. But at random times, check engine light go off, come on, and she put her own codes. It was throwing a PO 300 code, which I see here. And this is probably just, I think I already told her about this. We're not going to focus.
I'm trying to get it.
We're trying to get it to focus.
Wait, you said we're not going to focus.
Yeah, I called it. We're not going to focus on that because I already told her about that. That's another video. We're going to focus on the highlighted section, the PO 300. So when I drove it in, the car, of course, purred like a kitten. Be careful, sweetie.
Oh, I am. I'm always tripping over.
Purred like a kitten. No check engine light on. So I talked with her. I'm like, what do I have to do? Do I have to drive it? Because I know this car very well. She dumped a lot of money into this vehicle. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily with me, with y'all favorite shop, Pep Boys.
And the dealership.
And the dealership.
And this is a Chevy Cruze.
Oh, yeah. Today's patient is I don't even know what year this is. It's like a 16 Chevy Cruze. Oh, I called it 16 Chevy Cruze from Carvana. Anywho, this lady was getting sold all type of stuff. She's done a tune-up. She's done what else she's done?
Intake stuff.
Yeah, she replaced the intake because the dealership said she needed an intake. She done a fuel induction service, so she's dumped thousands into this car. When it came to me, I was like, she wanted me to put an intake on, and I was like, this ain't gonna fix the problem. And I kind of was telling her that, and she was like, well, the dealership said it, and I put it on anyway. And
we tried to contact her, but she didn't answer.
Oh, so that's what it was.
We just put it on anyway.
So she's been really dealing with a lot with this car. And things got better when she came here. I got on the right track. But today's issue is that it's skipping just out of random times. So I've already took off the coils. I wanted to get a peek at the coils. Maybe I thought it was the valve cover leaking into the spark plug wells. These are spark plug wells. I talked about that earlier when I was pressure washing the engine. It sits like so, and you can already see if you're focusing water right here, water will get down in here, filling up this area, surpassing these little fake seals down in your spark plugs, causing a skip. So the area I was looking for oil down in these, because that'll cause a skip too. Let me turn off this radio. I don't want to be copyrighted. All right. Now, I was getting ready to pull off the plugs next, and my wife showed up, so we're gonna film it. I know she had a tune-up because she showed me her receipt and everything. So I just want to see what types of plugs in here. Look at the plugs. The plugs look brand new. Let's see what brand they are. Now they're supposed to be like NGK or AC Delco. Oh my God. Auto crap. They got auto light plugs in these.
Wait, go back.
Auto light.
How you know it's auto light?
It says auto light.
That's what I'm trying to get.
You're not gonna be able to see it. I see it though.
Let me look at it with my naked eye.
It's hot. Oh. Why do you think I keep moving it? It's very hot. But I got thick skin. Let you touch it. Let them know.
It is. Thank you for protecting me.
Yeah, I got you.
From the hot spark plug.
Guys, I wouldn't trust Auto Light to save my life. I'm about to throw it, but maybe she don't. I want to throw it so bad, but let me see, can I sell her some plugs? My first treatment plan to get this back on track is to put proper spark plugs in this vehicle. Quick story. My brother, this is when I first figured out about Auto Light with crappy plugs. This was years ago. He had an old Acura Integra, an old car, and he did his own tune-up. You seen my brother. I showed him on some of my videos. He put Auto Light in his car, and I think I knew about it. It was kind of crap. I was like, bro, get NGK, take them out. Like, oh, that'd be fine. Well, I think about a month or two later, the car just skipping, running like crap. I'm like, bro, I told you about those plugs. He took them plugs out and put the proper stuff in. Purred like a kitten, no more problems. I just kind of wanted to add that quick story. That's my experience with Auto Light. It's just... Plot twist, good people. I actually made a mistake. Well, the shop made a mistake. My shop put them plugs in. Yeah. Like I always say, when I make a mistake, I'ma film it, bro. I don't have nothing to hide. I'm very transparent. To turn this into. So, quick funny story. I went in there and spoke with the customer. I'm feeling all confident. Yeah, knowing she's gonna say Pimp Boys or something like that. I showed her the plug. I was like, who put these plugs in your car? To my surprise, she was like, y'all did.
What?
I would have never put auto lights in anyone's car. I hate these plugs. Here's what I think happened. They went to the store and someone went into the store and bought expensive plugs, put auto lights in there and returned them. Got cheap plugs, but quality parts. This is quality, NGK. I've been seeing this a lot lately where I get belts, sensors, and I would look at them and I'm like, hold on, this is used or something ain't right with this part. Going forward, what I did was I spoke with my guys. I'm like, people, we have to look at the parts, because I would have seen that. I would say, heck no.
Yeah, just because it's in the box and supposedly new, we all need to be checking. So we just had a quick coaching with the front desk staff and the techs. Look at the part. Make sure it matches up with what's supposed to be in the box.
So what happened with this, the reason these plugs didn't mesh well with this car, first of all, they're cheap. Second of all, this is a turbocharged vehicle. The pressure of this engine, the force induction of this engine will blow out the spark of that particular plug. So the spark was getting blown out, causing a misfire. That's why it's important to put quality stuff in there. So this is the first time this has happened, and I'm glad you guys was able to be along with the ride, because I was surprised. Man, so I'll put all this back together and she'll be a happy customer. And of course, this was no cost to her. That's why you must go to a good quality shop that's able to own up to their mistakes, give you good warranty work if something do happen or go wrong. That's why I don't let people supply their own parts, because if she supplied her own parts, she would have been out of pocket again, costing her money, versus now it's free. And just like that, we're done. Let's give her a start and listen. Now, of course, it was running like this before, but I guarantee you now, we're not gonna have no skipping. I'm gonna take it for a test drive and just double check my work, triple check, and I think this will be a job well done. Everything went very well with the test drive. I'm very satisfied. It's a very big difference of what good quality parts will make in a vehicle. All right, let me go ahead and deliver this thing to her. Another happy customer. You know it wouldn't be Alex the car doctor without a Dodge or Ram in the shop, right? This patient is a 2010 Dodge Ram with the Hemi. I've actually been maintaining this thing for quite a bit of time now. I've done the lifters on it, done a lot of stuff to it. And it's actually in for a, write down in the comments what you think this is. All right, you got your types in? Heater core. So I'm going ahead and removing the dashboard. That being said, oh, I forgot to mention, this thing does have about 200,000 miles on it. So he's been taking real good care of it. I think so. Now, doing the dashboard on this thing, everything have to come down. I think the reason it failed, this truck does have about 200,000 miles on it. Quite a bit. Like I said, dashboard, steering column, a lot has to go into play. That being said, I like to focus on everything where everything went, because I guarantee you every screw that came out is going back on. That being said, good people, I'm gonna end it right here. I hope you enjoyed this day in the life series and learned something, because that's what I'm all about. I wouldn't be a good doctor if I couldn't teach you guys, right? If you enjoyed my teaching and follow along, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. Until next time, love you guys. Alex the Car Doctor out. See you on the next one.